guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's CaitlinAnwyn for anyone who's new here, and let's get back into another speed build. That's just my cat Misty, and today I am building a wedding venue on the beach in Sulani, and this is going to be an island living only build up on the gallery. My gallery ID is the same as my YouTube channel, CaitlinAnwyn, if you're interested in downloading this lot. So I really wanted the gorgeous sunset behind the wedding arch because I thought that would be absolutely gorgeous for thumbnails. So that's what I've done there. And I thought while I was building a nice wedding venue for your Sims, I thought I would talk about some Welsh wedding traditions. So if you can't tell by my accent, I am from Wales, and I thought it would be nice to talk about some traditions that I have in Wales, because maybe it's slightly different in other places and maybe something are really similar, so let me know. And one of my favorite things that I see quite often in market stalls and at fairs and stuff are love spoons. So before the 18th century, men would actually carve intricate love spoons for their partner, or if they were engaged to be married, they would carve love spoons for their fiance or wife, which I think is really cute, and I love love spoons. If you haven't seen them, they are wooden spoons with twisted designs on the handles, and I didn't actually know, but the designs on the love spoons actually mean different things, and I never knew that. I just thought they were pretty. Some of them have keys engraved into them, and that actually means the key to the man's heart, which is really sweet. There is also wheels carved into them, and this one was kind of funny, I found anyway. That was to signify that he would work hard for you. So I suppose before the 18th century, that's okay. Now it's kind of strange, I guess. And the one that shocked me the most was if there are beads carved into the spoons. Depending on how many beads are carved into the spoon, it signified how many children the husband would like with his wife. So that was really interesting. Can you imagine if the whole carving is just beads? Whoa, scary. But I guess back then it was okay, and I think it's kind of sweet, saying oh, I'd love to have children with you, and there's hi, and there's 3 or 4 beads perhaps on the spoon. But yeah, I really like Welsh love spoons. They are very, very cute, and you see them a lot in fairs and stuff. You would see a market stall with wooden carvings of spoons and little statues and stuff, so you see them a lot in markets, a Christmas market especially. And one which is kind of realm of magic-y, I guess, even though I'm doing an island living build today. So it'd be nice to go back to the sunny beaches instead of the frosty Glimmerbrook for a change. But speaking of realm of magic, there is actually a saying for getting married quickly or getting eloped, which is jumping the broomstick, which is actually, I didn't know, came from travellers in Wales, and it actually got more and more popular as the years went on, and it became a Welsh tradition. And I'm not fluent in Welsh, and I'm not sure how to pronounce this word, so I'll pop it up in edit that it is a tradition now to, after you've completed your vow, to jump the broomstick, place a broomstick in front of you from the end of the aisle and jump over it after the ceremony is finished. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that was a Welsh thing. And pretty much everyone knows about throwing confetti after you get married. I think so. Anyway, I've seen it a lot on TV programs and stuff. So when you go out of your ceremony venue, I suppose it was a church back then, you would throw confetti over the newly married couple. So that happens all the time now, even though you need to clean up after yourselves because it's quite bad for the environment, even though it's a tradition. But that actually developed from a pagan ritual of throwing rice over the couple. And there's a lot of superstitions when it comes to getting married in Wales, which I didn't realise some of these, so perhaps they're a little different now, I'm not sure. But Welsh brides, apparently, I didn't actually know this, I believe that it's lucky to be woken up by bird song the morning of your wedding. So when you wake up, you've got to listen for birds. I pretty much always hear birds tweeting away, perhaps even seagulls, but I do hear birds a lot. But I wasn't aware that it was a lucky thing to be woken up by birds on the morning of your wedding, but I thought that was interesting. But it's not so lucky if a woman of your family congratulates you before one of the men in your family. So I'm not sure why, but I suppose if your uncle tells you congratulations on your wedding before your aunt does, it's considered to be lucky. And speaking of other unlucky things, other than being told congratulations by your female family member, which is kind of strange, black clothes and yellow roses are very unlucky for weddings as well in Wales, which I did not know, and I did not include that in this venue at all, which I'm glad. So no one's going to be wearing black because they're on a beach. And I actually put bluebells by the aisle? By the aisle, yeah, that's the word. I've got bluebells going down the aisle, so no yellow roses for me, which is great. I went for like a pink and blue theme because I have Sims in mind specifically for this wedding venue, but I suppose it could be used by anyone, and that's why I thought I would share it with you. It was quite nice to do something different. Normally I just build houses, so this was quite nice. And who wouldn't want to get married on Sulani beaches? Like, this place is absolutely gorgeous. Definitely a dream Sims wedding, this one. But something you would think that is incredibly unlucky, which is getting your dress ripped on your wedding day, is actually considered lucky, which I was really surprised by. Like, you would be absolutely devastated if this incredibly expensive dress was torn, but apparently it is considered lucky in Wales, which is pretty cool. And I'm sure a lot of ladies' dresses would be torn and stuff, especially those long ones, getting caught on heels and stuff, but maybe not in a beachy wedding, just getting a lot of sand, I guess. I made the pier as a reception area, sort of party area for perhaps the wedding meal and the first dance and stuff. I put some tables with tablecloths on there for the wedding cake and the wedding gifts and cards, which I thought was pretty cool. And the live edit object with the trees is absolutely gorgeous. I am in love with those trees. I'm not really sure what it was called, but I absolutely loved it. And I went with the sort of ocean theme and placed fish bowls in the middle of the tables. I know a lot of wedding venues will do like fish bowls with like pebbles, like glass gems and stuff in it, and like those fake floaty candles, but I couldn't quite place them in there and just ended up putting goldfish in, which is kind of cute. I guess some of you guests could take them as favors. And I know a lot of people tend to forget about making a wedding cake, so I did put in a nice little kitchen area in like the circular room at the front, like a little tiki hut, I guess. Just hid a little kitchen in there ready for if your Sims forget to make themselves a wedding cake before they go. I know, I've done that plenty of times, and then you can't ask your caterer to make a wedding cake either because there's no kitchen. So I just pop one in. It doesn't really go with the whole wedding venue theme, but it's sort of hidden in that little tiki hut connecting to the pier. I'm really interested in knowing what sort of wedding traditions are in other countries, I suppose. Maybe the UK, we're all quite similar in our traditions, but I would be really curious to find out what different traditions there are in other countries. So please leave me a comment if there are some other traditions that maybe I haven't mentioned that you would like to share with me. That would be really cool, and I would be super interested in that. And if you do decide to download this lot from my gallery and use it as a wedding venue for your Sims, I would absolutely love to see the screenshots of your Sims getting married. I would love that. So if you could tweet me, my Twitter link is in the description. If you do use that and have some screenshots, I would love to see. That would be amazing. But this is the full build. I tweaked it a little, but I'm definitely happy with it now. I hope you like it too. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, and if you haven't already, it would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe and hit the bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!